3 decades ago in December of 1993. A Jewish family right here in Billings was subjected to a targeted hate crime. In response, members of the Magic City banded together to support the family and made it a point to say, not in our town. Tonight, we take a closer look at these events with Ren Wadsworth.
When the Billings community came together to take a stand against hate in their town after that fateful night 30 years ago, they exemplified unwavering solidarity with the victims and inspired millions of people all around the world. A rock through the window of a Jewish child's bedroom was the tipping point towards action for the town of Billings in 1993. But this was not the first targeted attack in the community. And the president of Congregation Beth Aaron, a synagogue in Billings, says many minorities in the city saw targeted attacks in the years leading up to this widely known act of targeted vandalism. In the days after the act, the Gazette printed full-page colored menorahs, and people placed the papers in windows and doors of their homes to stand with the Jewish child whose decorated window was destroyed with hateful actions.
Everyone who came together to really create a community response, it became a national model as to how to deal with hate. Unfortunately, it seems like we need to remember that model again, learn about it, and utilize it as a resource again to deal with what's happening, particularly in our larger communities, but also in Montana.
In the last 3 years, anti-Semitic incidents have increased threefold, and that's not counting since the October 7th attacks in Israel. But there's just been this massive uptick in every Montana community. Again, not just against Jews, but against everyone who they disapprove of.
The events from the winter of '93 in Billings inspired media and blossomed into a movement. And while Roberts admits she's not entirely sure who or what really sparked the action in Billings, she says the Universal Athletics manager at the time deserves the credit for the creation of the Not in Our Town slogan. In big bold letters, the sign was placed on a major Billings street, declaring the community's united stand against hate, involving not only the people of Billings, but local churches, law enforcement, and city administration. The community's response to the events here in 1993 shows us that sometimes the greatest change can come from even the most seemingly simple of actions. All we have to do is act in good faith. Ren Wadsworth, Nonstop Local.
Well, Ren, thank you very much for that. And come this weekend, the fight against hatred continues. On Saturday at 7 p.m., there is an event to support and learn more about our local Jewish community. That event's going to be held at King of Glory Lutheran Church and will focus on the history of anti-Semitism in both Billings and on a broader scale. And on Sunday, the grand menorah lighting will be held downtown at 5:30 in the evening in the Yellowstone County Courthouse lawn. In Billings,